Hi, we are at Grace Cathedral. We're a week away from our premiere of Mouthful, which is an immersive spectacle celebrating Black faith across diaspora.
I feel like one of the things we're trying to do is through performance create the kind of spiritual spaces that we would have wanted or needed growing up in our respective faiths. I grew up in the Catholic Church with an Igbo Nigerian mother and a white father, and there's some aspects of Catholicism I loved. I love the ritual, I love the mysticism, I love the saints. It's so ornate and over the top, the high drama of it. But of course, I hated the homophobia, I hated the sexual abuse, I hated the rigidity of the religion. And so I feel like, yeah, we're kind of working against the aspects of those faith practices and my faith practice for me that didn't work for me, and creating a more inclusive space, creating a space that feels welcoming to all who are there and that centers Black people and Black queer people especially, and also kind of explores the ways that there are spiritual spaces and faith spaces outside of the church that we also participate in, like the club, like families, like just going off into nature and taking a walk, the everyday quotidian things, and the kind of what we would call transgressive spaces that are actually spiritual spaces as well.
This show from the beginning has been about everyone that we can bring in from scratch to ask the question, what do you believe in? Do you believe in miracles? How do you register miracles in your everyday life? And then really questioning some of the lore, the biomythography of the Christian church, and also how Blackness intercepts that and coats it and changes it for our own purposes. I think every artist is a spiritual worker also technically, so drag queen, organist, lighting designer, we're all working through spirit and intuition. So I think that's just been, I realized the thing that's been possessing me whenever I'm improvising is it's always a spiritual question.
I think Counterpulse is really my launching off point as an artist in the Bay Area. I was doing stuff, I was acting and doing other things before I started working with Counterpulse, but after doing that first show as Oysterknife with Gabriele in 2017, my career really took off from there and has led to a lot of incredible commissions, a lot of amazing site-specific work that the seed of it happened at Counterpulse with our first artist residency there. I think it's really empowered me to explore disciplines that at the time I wasn't really doing. When I first came to Counterpulse making work with Gabriele as Oysterknife, I was mostly an actor. Now I dance, now I've done aerial dance, now I do video art, I write, I sing, I do all the things I've always loved, but now I do it professionally, and that's really exciting, and I don't think that would have happened if I'd started anywhere else. I think Counterpulse really encourages experimental work, it encourages multimedia work, and doesn't necessarily force you into a box. And I think that was really liberating for me as somebody who thought I was always just going to be an actor, and now I see myself as so much more expansive than that.
I wouldn't have this career, I really don't think, if I didn't have a incubator space like Counterpulse, and people would trust my vision and let me run wild. And yeah, help me get funded and help me get seen and marketed and all these things. So it's incredible. I don't know, I think I was looking for this space as an 18-year-old and I didn't get it then, but I'm like, thank God I have it now.